Ashley Graham has broken her silence on her awkward interview with Hugh Grant, which saw the actor roll his eyes at her at the 95th Annual Academy Awards in Hollywood on Sunday. The actor, 62, was not amused as he stepped out to the glitzy Los Angeles event and openly showed his disdain towards the 34-year-old supermodel's question, keeping his answer short and making his disinterest well known in a now viral clip. Graham had a dignified retort to the online furore as she arrived at LAX on Monday, telling TMZ, "You know what? My mama told me to kill people with kindness." The 4 weddings and a funeral star's curt demeanor towards Graham saw the chat branded the worst interview ever, with the drama unfolding when bubbly Ashley exclaimed, "What was it like to be in Glass Onion? How fun is it to shoot something like that?" But she was met with a cringeworthy response. "Well, I'm barely in it. I was in it for about 3 seconds," Hugh quipped. "It still must have been fun, though. You had fun, right?" Ashley said as she powered through the one-sided chat. Almost," the actor replied as he looked away. Grinning and bearing the interview, the model asked, "What are you wearing?" While Hugh offered an insightful, "My suit." Viewers at home were left feeling rather embarrassed over the exchange, as they praised Ashley for how she handled the difficult situation and said the moment was the worst since Will Smith's infamous slap of Chris Rock at the 2022 ceremony. "That made me want to crawl under a stack of chairs," one person penned. Another added, "Ashley Graham deserves an honorary Oscar for putting up with Hugh Grant. Don't walk the carpet if you don't want to talk about the actual event." A third fan wrote, "Is Hugh Grant trying to give the most awkward interview possible?" Meanwhile, another social media user joked, "I am going to need that ABC interview with Hugh Grant clipped for me immediately." That was art. Later in the evening, Hugh couldn't resist making a crude joke as he reunited with his 4 weddings and a funeral co-star Andy McDowell to present an award. Hugh, 62, and Andy, 64, were back together on stage nearly 30 years after they starred together as love interests in the modern classic. The Notting Hill star quipped that time had been kinder to Andy as he deadpanned he looked like a scrotum. Hugh opened their segment, which was supposed to announce the nominees for Best Production Design, saying they were there to do 2 things. The first is to raise awareness about the vital importance of using a good moisturizer, he continued. "Andy has been wearing one every day for the last 29 years. I have never used one in my life." Then he pointed to her, still stunning, and back to himself. "Basically a scrotum," he said, which got an uproarious laugh from the audience while Andy showed off a scandalized smile. Elsewhere, Hugh's wife Anna Eberstein stunned in an elegant gown as she joined her husband and a host of other British stars at the event. Anna looked incredible in a floor-length cutout dress with mesh inserts as she posed for photos alongside her husband.